Today we'll do our practical implementation. Yes, we have this design, but on rack, there's no internet connectivity. I can do only configuration part.
Yes.
Okay, this topology, okay, this is EVNG. I have another desktop machine. This is EVNG. Into this EVNG, I have a proper internet connectivity. This portion is ISP side portion. Okay, you can let me verify. Let me verify to you. See, here we have interface configuration. Show interface all. So you can verify on Ethernet 1/2, 1/1. We have 200.200.1. Okay, then we have this IP on LAN facing interface. This is LAN facing interface. And WAN facing interface 192.168.29.69. This is public facing interface. And I have a default route. Show route command you can use. I have a default show routing route command you can use. I have a default route pointing to ISP gateway. So my point is, into this design, we have internet connectivity. Let me show you. Let's go to this LAN machine and I'm trying to configure IP address configuration. So we have proper IP address configuration into this LAN machine. Proper IP address configuration is what? IP address, mask, gateway, DNS entry. So let me create entry here. So 200, 200, 200, 224, 200, 200, 200.1, 192, 168, 1.1, 8.8.8.8. See, for DNS in my design, I'm using 29. You can say you have proper IP address configuration on LAN side machine. And let's verify some other information. I have one security policy rule to allow my traffic. Into this rule, what I have, if traffic is initiated from LAN zone, any source address, trying to go on WAN zone to access any destination address, to access any application right now, action is what allow. And for translation, I have NAT rule here. For translation, I have a NAT rule. Into this NAT rule, I'm using dynamic IBN port. It means I'm trying to translate my LAN subnet with this public facing interface IP. Okay, basic configuration you can say. Okay, one firewall, LAN interface, WAN interface, default route towards ISP, NAT policy, security policy. So I'm trying to initiate my traffic from LAN side machine. And we'll do our verification today. Ahmed, can you hear me, dear? Ahmed?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So we'll do our verification today. Okay, we are trying to verify our application control lab. We already complete our configuration, but I want to do some verification. So let's start our verification. I'm trying to travel through the firewall device. I can ping google.com. Okay, I can ping 8.8.8. Traffic is traffic. You can verify some other information. For example, google.com. Google.com. I'm trying to access facebook.com. It's a VM machine, so it's taking time, but we can access. See, this inside machine can access. And if traffic is traveling through the firewall device, you can go to monitor tab. You can go to session browser. And here we can verify our session information. Yes, you are trying to access Facebook application. You are trying to access Google application. So let's verify here. This inside machine, my point is this inside machine is translated with this here, with this outgoing interface IP 192.168.29.69. We are translating our LAN subnet with this public facing interface IP address. Okay, so everything is fine. Now let's go to policy. Let's go to policy and I'm looking for security policy. I'm trying to add some application here. I'm trying to add some application. So in application, I'm trying to add, if you guys remember our previous session, Google application, Google base application, Facebook base application, okay, DNS, DNS, I'm adding SSL application, web browsing, YouTube base application. So as per our configuration, everyone, we are trying to allow Facebook application, Google base application, YouTube application, and action is accept. So if inside machine trying to access these application, inside machine can access. Inside machine can access. But in case if inside machine trying to access any other application, and this application information is not available into this rule. So firewall will check in next rule, and here we have this default rule. Into this default rule, if any source trying to access any application, action is denied. So in case if I'm trying to initiate my traffic, let's go to LAN machine. And if I'm trying to initiate my traffic, for example, I'm trying to access Facebook application, Google application. I'm trying to access Facebook application. I'm trying to access YouTube application. Traffic is traveling. But in case if I'm trying to access any other application which is not mentioned here, into this rule, let's try to access any other application. For example, I'm trying to access Shutterfly application. Before initiate my traffic, let's verify here in application tab, Shutterfly application signature data is available into this firewall device. Let's verify Shutterfly application. You can see everyone. Here we have Shutterfly application. Okay, signature database is available. So from LAN side, I'm trying to access Shutterfly application, SHUTTERFLY, Shutterfly application. If inside machine trying to access any other application will not match into this policy, then firewall will check this application in next rule, and as per this next rule, inside machine deny, inside machine cannot access. So you can see inside machine cannot access. Okay, but he's not getting any response page. He is not getting any response page. As a firewall administrator, I want to provide a response page. If inside machine trying to access any application, if application is blocked, I want to provide a proper response page. See, he's not getting any response page. He cannot access the application. Let's go to device tab. And you can click on response page here. By default, application control block page is disabled. See, application control block page, it's disabled by default. Let's enable this response page. Enable, click on OK. Now click on commit, Now, in case if I'm trying to initiate my traffic, if I'm trying to access this application is blocked because of firewall policy. And now this inside machine will get a proper response page. Khalifa, clear my point. Ahmed, I'm trying to
Yes.
initiate my traffic. Let's verify here. Inside machine will get a proper response page. Let's commit this configuration first, then we can verify. I can refresh this page. Wait. Now let's initiate our traffic. You can see now, everyone, you can see now application block page. See, inside machine cannot access and application blocked. This is inside machine IP address and you are trying to access what? Shutterfly application. The application you are trying to use has been blocked in accordance with complete policy. Please contact your system administrator if you believe this is an error. So inside machine cannot access. I want to do this verification yesterday, okay, but there was some issue with a lab. But now I hope it's clear. Ahmed,
Yeah, now it's very clear.
okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. So inside machine cannot access application. Okay, let's add application here. Let's try. Let's go to security policy. Let's go to security policy, and now I'm trying to add all application. Now all applications are allowed. Okay, I'm not specifying application. Okay, I'm using all application allowed. It means if this inside machine trying to access Shutterfly application, and you can see everyone, this connection is not HTTPS. This connection is HTTP. So if you want to do your practice, if you want to do your practice, try to initiate your connection with HTTP. Why? Because if this connection is HTTPS, your firewall cannot detect this application. I told you if connection is HTTPS, firewall cannot detect. That's why we need decryption policy. That's why we need decryption policy in Palo Alto Firewall device, and we'll discuss later what is decryption policy. Because you can see now, before detect any application, firewall will check is there any decryption policy available. If decryption policy is not available, then firewall cannot detect any application. So now let's try to access Shutterfly application again, and connection I'm using HTTPS. Now, as per policy, inside machine can access any application. Let's copy this URL and we can initiate in a new browser. Okay, it's working slow. But you can access now. You can access now. You can try. Please wait. Okay, it's working slow. It's loading. You can access. I hope this point is clear. Ahmed, Khalifa.
Yes.
Okay, now let's talk about security profile concept. Security profile. So security profiles are next generation firewall features. And if you guys remember our first security profile discussion, antivirus profile. Antivirus profile can detect viruses, behalf of antivirus signature database. Signature database. So I'm creating one antivirus profile today, okay, and we can do our verification. You cannot detect latest application, latest viruses. No, because this is a testing scenario. We have limited data. We have limited signature data. So we can do our testing, but in case if you want to detect latest application, latest virus, not possible. To detect latest application, latest virus, you need to register your Palo Alto Firewall device. You need a proper license. So now antivirus prof 1. Now what I'm using, if anyone trying to access virus through FTP, trying to access virus through HTTP2, I want to block this traffic. IMAP, drop SMB, drop SMTP, drop. So if any inside machine trying to access virus file through these protocols, I want to drop the connection. We can create this profile, and this profile we can utilize in our policy. Let's go to security policy rule. Let's go to security policy rule. And now you can see action is what allow. Traffic is traveling. If traffic is traveling through the firewall device, then you can utilize your profile. Let's add our security profile, antivirus profile here. Antivirus -prof. You can click on OK. You can commit your changes. So for testing scenario, what you can do? For testing, you can open this website for testing. eicar.org. Any idea about this website, Ahmed Khalifa?
No,
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 for
not
myself.
really, no.
This website, this is a testing website. Most administrators are using this website to download virus. Okay. If you want to crash any one machine, just open this website and download anti-malware test file. So for testing, we can use this website, see, eicar.org, or you can open wicar.org. So these are two testing website. We are getting a message here, a warning message, no valid threat license. It means we cannot detect latest virus. But if I'm trying to access, let's try to access. Don't use it in physical machine, okay? For testing, you can use VM machine. So if there's any issue, okay, the issue only with the VM machine, you can delete and you can add a new one. I just want to show you if inside machine trying to download virus. See, here is the option, test malware file. If you click on anti-malware test file, this is virus, everyone. This is virus. You can just download. If you click on here, as per antivirus profile, when antivirus will detect this virus, you can see now. See, virus spyware download
Mr.
block.
Jita, how did you know that was a virus? Can you please go back and show me again?
Your firewall antivirus signature data, antivirus profile detect this. It is a virus because of antivirus signature database. Remember I told you firewall can detect viruses behalf of database. Ahmed, okay? And
Yes. I
into
was
this,
considering if you go back on the malware.bigcar.org website, if you go back, how did you know that application? Okay, it's okay now. I see. Okay, I
these
got
are
you.
viruses.
All
For
right. Okay.
testing, you can download any file here.
Oh, thank you. I'll see. Thank you.
Just click on file. If you click on, for example, as a LAN user, I'm trying to download this file. Okay. If you click here, you can see virus spyware download block.
Yeah.
And which file you are trying to access?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. This is response page. Khalifa, can you hear me here?
Yes.
This is response page. Okay. In case if you want to change anything into this response page, you can do this. No problem. See, this is antivirus, anti-spyware block page. If you want to modify, or if you have any other response page where you have your company logo, some other information, yes, let's export this. And I want to modify this virus block page. If you have any idea about HTML programming, so you can do this testing. You can change here. So I am trying to change. Let me change. Wait. Sorry, you can't access this file. Please talk to admin. You can save this file. Now I can upload this virus block page. And I'm not using predefined. No, I'm using what? Share. You can click on close. You can commit. And if I'm initiating my traffic again, if I refresh this page. So my point is what you can customize your response page. In your company, if you have any response page, it's HTML programming. Okay. If anyone has good knowledge of HTML programming, he can create a response page. You can just upload in firewall device. You can just upload it. Okay, let's refresh this page. You can see now. I hope this point is clear. Ahmed, Khalifa.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on our next discussion. So now let's talk about URL filtering profile. Let's talk about this URL filtering profile. So in Palo Alto Firewall, you can say URL filtering. In FortiGate Firewall, you can say web filtering. In Checkpoint, you can say URL filtering. And in Cisco FTD, you can say URL filtering. So in URL filtering, you can work with any specific URL, or in case if you want to block or monitor any URL category. For example, I don't know which website or URL is a part of hacking category. I want to block. I don't know which URL or website is a part of social networking. I want to block. Yes, you can do this. And remember always, firewall will check application first. Firewall will check application first. If information not match, then firewall will check in security profile. Firewall will check security profile. You can see now, as per packet flow discussion, firewall will check application first. After that, firewall will check security profile. So if you allow Facebook application in app ID and in URL filtering, if you block www.facebook.com, inside machine can access because firewall will check app ID first, not URL. Okay, so this is packet flow concept. Let's go to firewall device, and I'm talking about URL filtering. URL filtering. Here we have predefined profile. Predefined URL filtering profile. In case if I want to block, I want to block this specific URL. I don't know anything about this URL, but I want to block this. I can do this with URL filtering. Palo Alto Firewall is using its own database to identify any website detail information. Okay, it is called PanDB URL filtering data. It is called PanDB URL filtering data. But there was another database, which one is very popular, Bright Cloud. Bright Cloud, Palo Alto, FTD, they were using this third-party database to identify any website detail information. Bright Cloud. But now Cisco FTD, Palo Alto, they are now using their own database. Like Palo Alto is using PanDB URL filtering data. But in case if you want to verify any website information here, detail information here, you can just type, for example, www.facebook.com. This website web reputation is on green side. Okay, it is a social networking category website. No infection past 12 months. High popularity, 131 month old. So you can get a detailed information about website. Let's go to firewall box, and we are creating URL filtering profile. Let's click on add. First, you can give a name. First, you can give a name for this profile. URL filter prof1. So you can see here we have predefined categories. So we have database. We have PanDB URL filtering database, predefined category. These are predefined website categories. You can click on any category and you can take action. You can click on any category, you can take action. For example, I'm looking for social networking. I'm looking for social networking category website. You can click on this category. You can take action. If you go with alert option, it means inside machine can access this website, this category website. But you as a firewall administrator, you are monitoring. You are looking for a detailed logs. With allow option, I don't want to take any action. If inside machine trying to access social networking category website, just allow. With block option, I want to block this complete category. Complete category. With continue option, you can provide a warning message. With proceed button, you can provide a warning page, warning message. With override option, you can provide inside machine. For example, if you are using override option, inside machine trying to access facebook.com, for example. So he will get a override password page. Override password page. You as a firewall administrator, if you want to provide to access temporary, you can provide inside users this override password. You can set a override password and you can provide to inside users. Okay, let me show you how to set override password. You can go to device tab. You can go to device tab. You can go to setup. You can go to content ID. And here you can set override password. Here you can set what? Override password. Override password. You can click on add. You can set a password, for example, 123. 123. This password you can provide to inside user. Let's commit. Let's go to profile here. And I'm looking for URL filtering profile. Let's create a profile. Prof1. So now I'm looking for predefined website categories. I'm looking for a social networking category website. This website I want to block. For example, I want to block this social networking category website. I want to block real estate category website. I want to block news category website. I want to block gambling category website. So you can take action. You can take action in profile. You can click on OK. This profile you can attach with policy. Let's go to security policy. And I'm using application any. Any application allow. Any services URL category allow. Now action is what? If traffic is traveling through the firewall device, then you can utilize a URL filtering profile. You can click on OK. You can commit your changes. And we can try to access social networking category website. Here. Okay, wait. If inside machine trying to access social networking category website, he cannot access. Okay, this is not HTTP connection, it is HTTPS. It's automatically redirect to HTTPS. Let's initiate with Google Chrome. If connection is HTTPS, then firewall cannot detect. Because we don't have any decryption policy. Okay, it's redirecting to HTTPS. Okay, no problem. But clear the point, Ahmed, Khalifa, everyone.
Yes, it's clear.
Ahmed, clear for you, dear?
Yes,
Ahmed, clear?
please.
So now what we have, this connection is HTTPS, that's why firewall cannot detect. But if connection is HTTP, then you required one more topic, decryption policy. So now you can create URL filtering profile. In profile, you can take an action on category. You can attach this profile with security policy. Here we have predefined profile. These are what? Sorry. Here we have predefined website categories. These are predefined website categories. Okay, as per our task, we are trying to block complete website category, right? We are trying to block complete social networking category website. It means inside machine, no one can access any social networking category website. No one can access any social networking category website. But in case in my network, I have some marketing users or sales users. They want to access only one social networking category website, for example, facebook.com. If I want to work with any specific URL, then here we have website categories. I want to work with a specific URL. So for this, you can create your own custom profile. Here you can create your own custom profile, URL category profile. You can click on URL category. You can click on add. You can give a name, for example, URL cat11. So type you can go with URL list, see URL list. And here you can add your website. For example, I'm trying to add www.facebook.com. We can add www, for example, google.com. You can add multiple website. This is your own custom category. Into this custom category, you can add multiple URL information. For example, this is social networking category website. This is what search engine category website. If I'm adding www.youtube.com, this is streaming media and download category website. So we can add multiple website and create our own category. So either you can add URLs like this, or in case if you have a list of URLs, so you can import him. You can import here. For example, I have some URL list. For example, URL hyphen list one. Into this URL list one, I have www.facebook.com, www.google.com, www.youtube.com, shutterfly.com. You can save this. Now we can upload this URL list. If I have multiple URL list, I can import here. See, browse. If you click on OK, it will automatically detect all the URLs. If you click on OK, you can see automatically add all the URL information. My point is you can create your own custom profile, custom URL category. And this category you can utilize in your profile. Let's go to URL filtering profile. You can click on URL filtering profile one, and you can see now your custom URL category. Custom URL category. This is custom URL category. This is predefined categories. When inside machine will hit on this profile, firewall will check URL information in custom URL category first. I'm talking about sequence, everyone. If inside machine will hit on this profile, firewall will check website or URL information in custom URL category first. If information is not available, then it will go and check in predefined category. This is the sequence. So you can attach URL and you can take action. For example, I want to allow. So when inside machine trying to access, social networking category website, for example, facebook.com, as per our custom URL category, it is allowed. But inside machine, in case inside machine trying to access any other social networking category website, information is not available here. So firewall will check in predefined categories. In predefined category, all social networking category websites are blocked. Clear now my point, everyone?
Yes.
Ahmed, for you, dear?
Yes, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Jyoti. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Now, Khalifa, Ahmed, let's take a break, everyone, okay? For 8 minutes break, okay? It's a 112
Okay.
on my side. We will continue after 8 minutes, okay? At 120. Please turn
Okay.
off your mic, everyone. Hello, hi everyone. Can you hear me? I'm Khalifa.
Yes.
Let's continue our discussion now, everyone. Okay, so let's talk about our next profile here. Next profile, it's called file blocking profile. What is file blocking profile? So in case if you want to work with any file extension or file type, for example, I don't want to allow exe file and PDF file. I don't want to allow a exe file and PDF file in my network. No one can upload or download. So to work with file type or file extension, we can go with file blocking profile. In Palo Alto Firewall, you can say file blocking, and in FortiGate Firewall, you can say file filter. In Cisco FTD and in Checkpoint, you can say file policy. In Palo Alto, you can say file blocking profile. So we have two predefined profile here: basic file blocking profile, strict file blocking profile. You can modify these profiles and you can attach with your policy. In case if you want to create your own profile, you can click on add. You can give a name, for example, file block 11. You can click on add. What information you can add? First, you can give a name for this. Then you can select your application server. You can select your application server. You can select your file type or file extension. If you click on file type, file extension, you can see multiple file extensions are available. See, multiple file extension. For example, I'm looking for exe. Yes. I'm looking for PDF. I'm looking for HTML. I'm looking for zip file, for example. So you can add your application. You can add your file type. After that, you can go with direction. Direction means what? Uploading, downloading, or both. So if you click on direction, you can go with upload, download, or both. You can select application server here. See, multiple application servers are available. For example, I can specify if anyone trying to access these file type from ForShared or from Facebook file sharing. You can take action here: alert, block, and continue. Alert means what? I am monitoring. If anyone trying to access these file types, I am monitoring. Inside machine can access, no problem. Inside machine can access, but I am monitoring. With block option, I want to block file types. No one can access, no one can upload or download these file types. Now you can click on action. You can go with continue option. Continue means what? You can provide a warning message with proceed button. Warning message with proceed button. If inside machine trying to access these file type, inside machine will get a response. We'll get a warning message. Sorry, you cannot access these file type. But if you want to access, yes, proceed button is available. You can click on proceed button. You can continue. So you can provide a warning message before access these file type. So these are the actions you can take. For example, I want to block. You can block. You can give a name, for example, rule 1. This file blocking profile we can attach with our policy. Let's go to policy. So like other security profiles, we can attach file blocking profile with our policy. If traffic is traveling through the firewall device, you can click on action. You can attach your file blocking profile and click on OK. I hope this profile discussion is okay, everyone. Khalifa, Ahmad.
Yes, it's okay for me.
Everyone, let's continue our discussion in next class. Okay, everyone?
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Ajay.
We will discuss REST security profile option and security profile group in next class. Bye, everyone. Take
Yes.
care, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.